Folks, welcome back. Today I'm going to do my best to explain to you why most people in this hobby are completely clueless and they have no clue what they are looking at when it comes to markets. They understand the Pokemon side very well, but they don't understand the market and financial side. And that's what I'm going to try to do today, is explain to you the difference. We are going to talk about Stellar Crown. I will break down the set. I'll give you my thoughts on it. We opened 13 boxes on the Rip and Ship on Thursday night. I'll let you know my initial thoughts. I'll talk about the pull rates. We'll talk about the strength of the set, the size of the set, the singles, the sealed, all that good stuff. But I think it's more important to talk about why it's performing the way it is and the difference in a set being released in a bull market and a bear market, and where we're going from here, going on to Surging Spark and thereafter into the holiday season, all that good stuff. So let's start out by, the only way I really know how to talk about this is talk about examples. And so let's start out talking about battle styles. If you were around for battle styles, you remember that set was released and it was extremely expensive. It was 120s to 150s a box at release, and it ran up from there before getting reprinted into the ground and becoming like an $80 box for a period of time. And that was not because people thought it was a great set. In fact, people didn't like battle styles that much at the time either. It was always perceived as an average to a weaker set. Does that sound anything like Stellar Crown? And the reason it performed so well is it was released during one of the strongest bull markets we've ever seen. Coming off of 2020, 2021, COVID, Logan Paul, free money from the government. Okay? Now, Paldea evolved. A lot of people, they like that set now. They think it's a really strong set. It's $150 freaking dollars a box about a year after release. At the time it was released though, remember? It was a bear market. Nobody had any confidence in Scarlet Violet era. Nobody wanted to buy it. Everyone was still on that mindset that you don't buy a new product at release. You wait about a year to 2 years after release. You pick it up then. Don't waste your money buying things when they're new, especially Scarlet Violet era. There's so much good Sword and Shield product. That'd be stupid to buy that. Okay? And so because of that, Scarlet, Paldea Evolved went to $95, $90, $85, even down to $80 a box in some places after release. So how can a good set perform so poorly? Bear market. And then Twilight Masade comes along, comes out of the gate extremely hot, has the Greninja, goes to the absolute moon. It's like $150 a box just months after release. People have now seen this happen. They now have a confidence in new product, a confidence in product rising right after release. They're starting to buy more and more because they don't want to miss out again. And now we are smack dab in a bull market, a very strong bull market. Not only that, we're heading into the holiday season. This is coming into spending season. So you have so many factors working for this market right now. But everywhere you look online, the whole Pokemon space, all the content creators go into the Discords. I had this conversation in my own Patreon Discord with people. They're so enamored with the Pokemon side. Alex, the set's small. The pull rates aren't that hard. I don't like the Pokemon in it. It doesn't have the right Pokemon again. And they're so enamored with talking about all that. And they're completely missing the fact that this set is released in a bull market. And not only that, it's coming off the back of a set going to $150 a box immediately after release. Not only that, they're not even looking into how much product do distributors have left. How fast are all of these stores selling out of their allocations of Stellar Crown? What's the price holding at? If you didn't know, $109 a box on TCG Player, and yes, it's still selling for that today on Monday after release, right? Also, another thing to think about, it is a smaller set. Why do people open Obsidian Flames still? Do you guys know? I talk to a lot of card shop owners, right? And they tell me, kids come in, they still ask to open Obsidian Flames more or as much as a lot of the other sets. And I say, why is that? Because they want to pull the Charizard. And they feel like they have a chance to actually pull the Charizard. Where most people, they want to pull the Greninja, it's a God tier rarity, or Umbreon VMAX and Evolving Skies, but everyone kind of knows, yeah, there's basically no chance of me pulling this, right? That's one of the benefits of smaller sets. If people want the Bulbasaur or Squirtle, they have a very high probability of actually pulling the Bulbasaur or Squirtle. So what happens is, smaller sets can actually get opened more than the sets with the God tier rarities. And so, has anyone looked around at all the Rip and Shippers? and ask them how well Stellar Crown's moving for them and how many packs and boxes they're going through? More than before. So now you have a set that's printed, as all as we can see, we don't know 100%, but looks like to be as much as Twilight or the sets before it. You have more people buying into the sealed product out of the gate than before because they saw success, they had their confidence is built, and so confidence and success leads to spending more money in the hobby. So we have more product being bought and held, right? We have more product being opened because people actually want to open the smaller set and pull the cards they actually want and not get a bunch of the other cards they don't want in the bigger sets, right? We're smack dab in a bull market heading into the holiday season where spending is going to be at an all-time high. And people are still asking me, Alex, why did you buy so much Stellar? Why are your pre-orders so big on Surging Spark when a lot of people are starting to come down on it and don't think the set's as strong as they thought it was going to be and they're looking at the leaks? Because I understand the market side. I don't care as much about the Pokemon side right now. The Pokemon side will matter more when the market cools off a bit. The market being white hot right now doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's why this box is selling for $109. That's why it will most likely, in my opinion, either settle around that $110 or continue to rise to $115, $120, and beyond. And so when people ask me these questions and then when I tell them my answer, they come back with all these things about the set, they're missing it. They're clueless. They're clueless about the market. They're too worried about the Pokemon. And I get it, I'm going to get the hate comments from all the true collectors and the people who are like here just for the hobby and all that. Guys, we've talked about this before. If you're on my channel, you're here for Pokemon and finance, right? I don't apologize for it. I am here to also make a profit in this hobby. I am here to make money investing in this stuff. I understand we all want to get together and sit around a fire and sing Kumbaya and play the game and trade the cards and just talk about how much we love the art of the Pokemon. But guys, there's a whole other side of this, and that is the finance side. That is the market side. That's understanding bull markets and bear markets, understanding the effect that confidence and success can have on a hobby. When people experience more success and they see other things moving up in value, they see other people making money, their confidence builds. Because of all those things, it just naturally pours more money from all those people into the hobby, which again becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, which raises the prices because more and more are being sold of those items. And they see that none of these sets are getting reprints, which gives them even more confidence to move in earlier because they perceive it's going to be a long, long time before these get reprints because they still got to reprint every other freaking set. And so they don't want to miss out. They want to get in early because they perceive it being another Twilight Masquerade and they're going to, make 50% of their money in a few months. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. The fact of the matter is people believe they might. And that belief is what drives this whole speculation here. It has nothing to do with, well, Alex, I don't know, man. I mean, when we look at Paradox Rift, it seems like a much stronger set. It's a deeper set. It's got this card. They only have this card. I don't care. It's got enough. It's got Terapagos. People will chase that card. It's unique. Squirtle, Bulbasaur. Guys, say what you want about Magikarp and about Tyranitar and Groudon and Ghastly and Eevee. Squirtle and Bulbasaur have as much or more star power in this hobby than any one of those IRs. People will undoubtedly be chasing the Squirtle and Bulbasaur in that set. I think they'll chase the Terapagos. I'm not trying to say the set's the greatest ever. Like I said, if I had to place it, it'd be ahead of base set and Obsidian Flames. It'd probably be under, Twilight, Temporal, Paradox, and Paldea. That's kind of where I put it. Pretty realistic. Now, let's talk about the set in general. I opened 13 boxes on my stream on Thursday night. Pulled 3 SIRs. It's all live on camera. You can go watch it. Not making any BS up. I know people have already told me, Alex, this guy opened 800 packs. This guy opened 1,000 packs. Here were their ratios. Maybe TCG Player Infinite put out some pull rates. I don't care, right? I am just telling you my personal experience. If you've been paying attention to my breaks at all, I have opened at least 20 cases of Twilight Masquerade. I've never opened a case of Twilight Masquerade where I didn't get 3 SIRs per case. Never happened. I've opened over 2 cases of Stellar Crown on Thursday night. We pulled 3 SIRs total. Is this an outlier? Could be. Does Pokemon have batching issues? Could be. The fact of the matter remains, these are all cases straight from Southern Hobby Distributor. The fact of the matter is, there is instances out there where the pull rates, especially in my case, are worse than Twilight Masquerade. Meaning the SIRs are actually harder to pull. Just going to throw it out there. We pulled 1 Squirtle out of 13 boxes. I know other people have said, Alex, I opened 2 boxes and pulled 2 Squirtles or whatever. Great. Or I was on this other stream, they pulled Squirtles left and right. Great. I'm just telling you my experience. Again, all live on camera. I pulled 1 Squirtle. We pulled 2 or 3 Bulbasaurs. Okay? It's not as easy as some people are saying, or some of the wild accusations out there in the YouTube space or the Discord space or people on Reddit or anywhere else, right? I'm just telling you firsthand experience. I'm going to open a lot more of these boxes this week, I'm sure. I'll let you know how this week goes and keep you updated. But in my opinion, it's as good as Twilight or worse pull rates, even harder. That's all I'm going to say. Now it's a smaller set. So to pull the actual cards you want, the specific card, it's obviously easier, right? Obviously. But that's just my take. Now, the singles market, I think it's going to continue to drop. I think a lot of the set is going to be open, probably more than before, which I think is a good thing for the sealed. I think it'll hold the sealed strong because there'll be less and less out there because I think streamers are going to rip through this like wildfire. Here's what you got to think about. Shrouded Fable, no one likes it. No one wants to open it. It's very, I open very little of it. And I have it marked way down to where I'm breaking even on it. No one wants to open it. Okay, so Shrouded Fable is not really wanting to be opened, right? Twilight Masquerade, people have kind of got their fill, at least from my perspective. They're not asking for it as much. They've kind of got their fill on the Greninja chase. Stellar Crown is all we have until November. That's it. Okay? We don't have any more sets till November. And so, yes, Stellar Crown is going to get opened and opened and opened and opened. And people are going to continue to chase the cards they want. The Squirtle, the Bulbasaur, the Terapagos, whatever other cards they want. Now, I don't think there is as many strong Pokemon in Stellar Crown as I would have liked to see. But I don't think that's as big of a deal because people want the cards they want. So they're going to chase the cards they want. And they don't have to get as many of the cards they don't want on that chase, which is a good thing. Now, people can say, well, Alex, that means they're going to get the cards they want faster, so they're going to stop opening the product faster as well. Well, maybe some will, but some want to, get those gradable copies and want to get the PSA 10s, and we'll see how the actual grading plays hold up. Anyone making grading plays, usually how this works is, there'll be super high prices right at release, and then they'll kind of just climb down fall down from there. And, it's kind of like a first to market thing. So if you got cards right now you're wanting to grade from Stellar Crown, I would rush them into PSA. When you get them back, you can throw them right at auction or just list them, buy it now right away. Hopefully they sell because, yes, the prices will come down on these singles. I do not expect Terapagos to hold over $100. I do not expect a lot of these SIRs to hold over $50. The Squirtle and Bulbasaur, look, we've seen Magikarp, Tyranitar, Raichu, Groudon, Eevee, Ghastly, all these different IRs from all these different sets perform very well. I do not see any reason why Bulbasaur and Squirtle will not perform extremely well as well. If I had to put a price point on them, I think they'll be somewhere between $30 and $50 when everything's said and done. I think they shot up at release and pre-release. I think they are coming down now. I think we may see maybe Bulbasaur drop under $30, but I think they will stabilize and be in the 30s and 40s in my opinion. So that's where I see that coming. As far as the sealed product goes, I wouldn't be surprised to see that at 105, 110 level, but it also wouldn't surprise me if supply dries up quicker than we expect, and it rise into the 115, 120, 125 range up until the time Stellar Crown Surging Spark is released in a couple months. Seeing this box at $120 by November is very realistic. The reason is it's holiday season, people are going to be starting to buy more. We don't know how big a supply it was. It seems like it's around the same amount of supply as Twilight Masquerade. Twilight Masquerade went through supply like no other and rose quickly. I think we'll see similar things happen with Stellar Crown. That's why I did buy a lot of it. And yes, that's why I am holding a lot of it. No, I'm not fire selling my Stellar Crown. I'm not dumping it for pennies on the dollar. I'm not breaking even on it. I'm holding Stellar Crown for the time being because I truly believe we are not going to see a time where I can buy this again for what I bought it for at distribution for $92 after, shipping and distro fees and all that from Eli. And so that's a good price point for me. I don't see it going there. So yeah, of course I stocked up on it if I want to position in it. If you're at the point and you're in the hobby for you where you're still kind of set picking and you don't really have enough money to buy every single set, hey, I get it. If you want to skip this and just get Surging Spark, I think Surging Spark will also perform better. I agree. But I don't skip sets anymore, right? I bought I bought Stellar Crown, I bought Twilight, Temporal, Paradox, Obsidian, all of them. I bought all of them. And so I'm continuously buying more of every set than I did before it, right? So to give you an idea, if I bought, 6 Temporal, then I want to have 8 Twilight. Then I want to have 10 Stellar, and I'm going to buy, 12, more than 12 Surging Spark, and it just kind of goes up from there for me. I truly believe the Scarlet Violet era. I think we're going to continue to see strength. Do I know when this bull market's going to end? No, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon going into the holidays. We'll see what happens in Q1 next year, and might have to rediscuss how we're going to continue to allocate funds into that market. Maybe we do slow down some of the purchasing out of new sets. But if everything continues the way it is now, buying right out the gate or at pre-release if you can get the right price seems like it makes the most sense right now. I doubt we see any of these new boxes drop under $100. Meaning you're going to be up on your investment the minute that set gets released and those boxes hit your door. That's what you want to see in this hobby, right? That's strong. And so that's my feelings on this whole thing, guys. I understand, enjoy the content, right? Go have some laughs. It's comedy. It's, some of the new stuff. It's good to, kind of fill your head with some of the important things that are happening across the community. But guys, don't get too wrapped up in all the Pokemon talk, because the Pokemon talk is just part of this market. The whole market side and finance talk, that is what also makes up this whole Pokemon investing thing. And right now, I'm not saying always, but right now particularly, it does seem like the Pokemon talk is not as important as how strong of a bull market we are in, and that is going to continue to drive the price of the sealed product right now, and less about the cards inside. That's my take. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. I'm always straight with you. I give you the real talk. I give you the 100% truth of how I see things, and I'm not afraid to put it out there. I could be dead wrong. We could see it go the opposite way, but that's how I feel going forward, and we'll see how it all turns out. Subscribe to the channel if you're not yet. Thanks for watching another video. I'll be back here in a new one soon. I'm out.